Hello, and welcome back to the Divine channel. I'm Risa Divine, and today I want to do a bit of a different video to what I usually do because yesterday we all heard of the tragic passing of Akira Toriyama on the 1st of March 2024. Yes. And pretty much where I work and where I live, there's not many people I can talk to about my feelings towards Akira Toriyama or Dragon Ball and the wider universe that Toriyama created. I don't have people to talk to it about. Yeah, most people don't even know it existed. And it's such a big deal, I think it is anyway. So I might ramble a bit, but I want to try and do a video to kind of express my feelings towards him and his influence in my life. Yeah. So let's see how it goes, eh? I'll try my best. So I've come on to VR chat and I've come to Capsule Corporation. Yeah, let me just go to the normal view for a sec. Not anchoring, we're going back to default. I'm holding it. There we go. There we got Trunks' time traveling machine. There you go. We got if I flip this around, turn around. We're in Capsule Corp. Yeah. There we go. So I haven't explored all of it yet, but yeah, I just wanted to talk about Dragon Ball Z and Akira Toriyama because Dragon Ball Z is pretty much... Oh, let's flip this back around. It's a very big deal to me because it kind of got me into drawing quite a bit. Yeah, I used to like drawing anyway, but it really got me practicing really well. And I'm hoping I'll be able to put some examples in the video. I'll try and do that if I can. So, but let's just say, I first heard about Dragon Ball Z when I was in secondary school, which is kind of like middle school, I think, for Americans and stuff. Yeah, middle school is usually like 11 to 16. People can stay on to do higher education in the school, or they can go off to what we call college, which is higher education. There's a difference between college and university in the UK, where I'm from. But anyway, it was in secondary school that I first learnt about manga. Yeah, I'd watched Pokemon and stuff, but I hadn't properly gone into things like Dragon Ball Z, Card Captors, Sailor Moon, Tenchi Muyo, if anyone knows that one. Yeah, my parents got Guy for the first time in our life, and I had access to Toonami. Yeah, that's what we had, Toonami in the UK on Cartoon Network, and it was always after school. It was perfect timing for me to watch things that I enjoyed, and I came across, first it was Tenchi Muyo, but then I saw Dragon Ball Z. But first, when I first saw Dragon Ball Z, it looked kind of like a lot of angry, constipated people. Yeah, so I wasn't very impressed by it. But then, a certain character called Trunks turned up when I gave it a different chance, and he was so cool, and he was so chill, and he was so powerful. He completely owned Frieza, and I found him so cool. I really started getting into the story. So I think before the Android saga started, they did Trunks, and then they went back, all the way back to the Namek saga. Yeah, before they did the Android saga. But yeah, I started watching that, so I got to know all about Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, and so on, everyone else. Yeah, and I really got into it to the point of which I actually got so into it, I started making my own fanfic. Yeah, I really got into it, and I did my own fanfic for Dragon Ball. So I was like, but it wasn't involving let me get a good view there. It wasn't involving Goku or Vegeta, but it did have a character that looked kind of like Goku, but that was intentional. So if people were introduced to the story, they think that Goku was a bad guy in this story, which they kind of did in Super in the end, but that was a long time before Super. So yeah, the first introduction had like a guy in black smoke kind of punching someone back who did kind of look like a blonde version of Trunks. And and they had a big fight, and the main character called Kazin beat this bad Goku guy who was called Chorus, and I built the story up from there pretty much. Yeah. So I had built up a story that was like 4 feature-length films long. I never actually finished it. But anyway, there's that. It let me learn how to draw a lot more because I was doing a comic strip. I did like pretty much 2/3 of the first movie. Yeah. Sorry if I keep on adjusting this. And it gave me, my drawing had improved so much because I was drawing frame after frame after frame after frame for weeks. I'd like to show it to some of my friends in school. At first, some people thought it was children's stuff, but then I kind of got a bit more gritty with it, and people kind of warmed to it and actually got into it. I even included some of my friends in it as like cameos. But it really influenced me, and it also, that's the thing I missed, it also got me through secondary school because I got bullied a lot. Yeah, I got very, very much bullied. And just the thought of like, oh, one day, if someone pushed me too far, I might even go Super Saiyan on their ass. Yeah, I had a good shot before. I'm trying to get it back again. Here we go. If I go further away, then I can do this. Oh. And then... Not perfect. That doesn't look at me then. Oh no. Oh. That'll do. I got Capsule Corp in the background. There we go. Yeah. And it's in local, so yeah, that's fine. But yeah, it really got me through school. And that meant a lot to me because I struggled a lot because of bullying and stuff. I was generally kind of a city person coming into a country town who didn't really like me very much. They didn't like outsiders. And I just got picked on, and it was not nice. So I even took up Kung Fu because of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, some Kung Fu-y-fu. And it gave me a lot of confidence. Along with my drawing, improving everything else, I did eventually manage to stand up to them. What? So, and they left me alone for that point. But going forward from there, I've gotten, during my stories that I was doing, I kind of took inspiration for the male characters in Dragon Ball Z, or with the Dragon Ball Z style, but I did the girl characters in Sailor Moon style. I really got into it, so yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it helped me a lot. But that is a kind of basic thing. I wanted to go about the influence it had on me, and how it helped me through things, but also it can't be underestimated how important Akira Toriyama was to manga, Shonen Jump, and general media. Yeah, like modern media. Even like things like, if people not already noticed, Man of Steel. Yeah, Man of Steel, the Superman movie, totally took from the Saiyan saga in Dragon Ball Z with like the fights and stuff. Like literally, Nappa in the anime and the manga, he fought the Air Force and he smashed straight through the aeroplanes, and they did that exact thing. That exact thing from that exact scene from Dragon Ball in Man of Steel. And I think there's lots of other elements that came from it. I think even like things like Matrix took from it. Yeah, because even though people might not like the third film that they did, it was so Dragon Ball Z-like, it was crazy. And they would not have even thought of that fight in the flying around and smashing through buildings and stuff. They wouldn't have even thought of that without Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. But also, I know it's not, Akira Toriyama's works was not just Dragon Ball Z. There was things like Dr. Slump, he did Dragon Quest, yeah, he did the art for Dragon Quest, I should say, I think it was with Square Enix. And he got a new game coming out, I have to mention, because a certain somebody in my audience was talking about it, which it's called Sandland, isn't it? And I don't know, I'm assuming they would have finished it all, the story and everything else, before what happened to Akira Toriyama, so let's look forward to that. So, going from there, let's first go into the Capsule Corp or something. Yeah, let's do that. I'll switch this around for a minute so you can see where I'm going. Woo, gimme. There we go. And let's go into Capsule Corp. Yeah. Wow. I wish I could run faster, but there we go. Let's do it. It's let's see. Okay, it's kind of empty in this part, but you know, not too. You don't see this part very much. I think you do see this part though. So this is a nice place to actually leave the camera. If I put it on flying, boom. Flip it. No, we are looking at the right way. I want to no, let's do it. That happened. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, we'll try and keep it maybe here. Hopefully I'll still see it. And anchor it. Yeah, it's been anchored in world. So hopefully I can come around here and go, wow, there we go. Okay, we are now in Capsule Corp. This part at least anyway. So I can see what I'm doing here. There we go. So, what else do I want to go on about it? Oh yeah. From the horrible news that we heard yesterday, it got me really down and depressed because of his influence and stuff. Oh yeah, I was gonna also that pretty much all of Shonen Jump, modern Shonen Jump, creators have expressed their condolences to the family and everything else for his passing. And he influenced so many people, even Kazuki Tagashi, who did Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is also a big influence in my life. And I think I saw a clip of them doing an interview with Kazuki Tagashi at his home, and he had a picture or two drawn personally by Akira Toriyama. He literally called him a god. So there's no underestimating how important he was to Shonen Jump and pretty much everything. I think even Naruto was influenced by it, and you see all these memes and pictures of like Goku being the daddy of all current shonen stories. Yeah, so it's very important. I can't overstate how important he was. But back to what I was saying before. Sorry that I do go off on tangents. And yes, he was very important to all shonen. Anyway, also I wanted to talk about, just briefly, I guess, that literally his influence has been so big in my life that I bought a bunch of things for it. I loved all the games, especially the Tenkaichi Budokai games. I loved them. And there will be one coming out before long as well, which I'm looking forward to. I was not exactly a fan of Fighters Z. All the rest I was fine with. Yeah, I like having the kind of 3D thing where you can free roam while you're fighting. That's just my style of Dragon Ball game. So, but you got all that. I really enjoyed that. I got most of the games that came out after Tenkaichi Budokai, and I even got the Game Boy Advance Story of Goku, Legend of Goku game a long time ago. I did get a Game Boy Color game which used cards, which I don't even remember what it was called. That I didn't get very far in, but Legend of Goku I finished. Yeah, a long time ago. And I've also got merch. I got merch which I might try and put some pictures in the video somewhere of merch that I have. I got literally on me in this video. You can't see it here, but in real life I've got a Turtle Hermit t-shirt on, and I've got like a couple of figurines. I got my own Dragon Balls, yeah, that I got in a convention in Liverpool. So I got some Dragon Balls in a box. I got Shenron figure. I got Super Saiyan 4, even though some people don't like GT, but Super Saiyan 4 was cool. It looks awesome. I got 2 Super Saiyan 4 figures of Vegeta and Goku, and I've got the Tournament of Power scene where Goku and Frieza actually work together. Yeah, I got Bulma figure as well. And what else? Oh, I think it's just posters. Oh, and I got all the anime on my PC. So But I got all the books as well. I got all the books from the original Dragon Ball, all I think was 16 of them, and then all 24 Dragon Ball Z, and I've been working on getting all of Super, but it's not all released yet. Apparently they've only released up to 20 so far. Yeah, volume 20. And I think that is the end of the Granola Saga, yeah. And then they're gonna be doing the Bell Max story. So with Beast Gohan. I literally just downloaded those things for Tenkaichi, but not I literally downloaded those for Xenoverse 2 yesterday as well. The characters, the character pack. So yeah, I've been playing a bit of that, and I was thinking of featuring that at some point as well in the video, maybe as a background or maybe as an ending. But yeah, I think really that might be all I got to say about it, really. He was very... I said how important he is and how he influenced me. Been a big part of my life, that I improved my art. It got me through secondary school. And I've been keeping track of it. Even through Super. Yeah. We are all waiting for Super Series 2 instead of Dragon Ball Daima. I'm sure it's all done now, so hopefully once Daima is done, maybe next year or something, we might get Dragon Ball Super 2 where you can continue from the Morrow Saga. We can hope, can't we? But from now on, going forward, I don't know what will happen in this story. I know that the person he got is like apprentice who now does the mangas and stuff, who was a fan himself originally, who did some fan fictions of himself. I think I've even got the book that he did as a fan fiction, where he did a story that involved like a normal guy who got isekai'd in, first a normal guy who knew everything about Dragon Ball, and he got isekai'd into the Dragon Ball universe. He gets reincarnated into the universe as Yamcha. Yes, Yamcha. So Yamcha does become reasonably powerful, but also I think at the end he kind of fuses with Tien or Chaozu. It's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, it's a good one. It's one that's worth looking at. I'll maybe try and put the name of it here. Yeah, I'll put the name of it here if I can. So it's well worth checking. And also today, after the bad news and everything, I made sure to go and get a certain book that I'd been eyeing up in my local bookshop for a while, which was Akira Toriyama's Manga Theater. So I'm starting to read that as well. So yeah, so far I haven't got that far in it. I've read one story. It's a bunch of short stories, I think, based in the Dragon Ball universe with different characters. So, but I don't think they will feature the things. It was his older works. So I get to learn more. Ooh, I get to learn more about that. And that's what I want. And if I see anything that involves like Akira Toriyama's artwork and stuff, I'll be getting that too. So just because I respect him that much. And Dragon Ball. And everything else he's done. Dr. Slump. Dragon Quest. Sand World and everything else. But going forward, I don't know what will happen with the thing. I think I do trust his apprentice with Dragon Ball Super, where he's going to go from there, but I don't know whether he's actually told him what his ultimate plan is. But then again, one of the things I did hear, or I did see a post on Facebook, was that he never really planned that far ahead, Akira Toriyama. He just did things in his story and said, "Oh, that works. And sometimes people might see some like plot holes, but it's just how he worked, okay? And he's still got such a huge fan base, and is pretty much the god of shonen manga. And now he's gone. But yeah." That is just a bit of a ramble, but I just wanted to do a little video saying how he influenced me and how much he will be missed by all the fans around the world. Influenced so many people, so many people through tough things. Inspired people to build their body up to be strong. and everything else, and still will continue to do so for the future going. But with all that said and done, it's a pretty short video, but I hope people like to hear my experience with it, how it influenced me, a little opinions on things or my views on things. And if they enjoyed the video, I hope they will like and subscribe, and you know, appreciate that I share the same interests. And we'll see where things go from here. In my channel, in Dragon Ball, in any future projects that might have or did involve Akira Toriyama. And we'll hope for the best and wish his family and all his fans that prayers be with them. And he did a wonderful thing. He's a wonderful man. So yeah. There we go then. Once again, I'll say thank you for watching, and bye-bye! Bye-bye!